Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? My name is Timothy J. Jones, and I am the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And I just want to talk a few minutes about the aftermath of head coach Dennis Allen being fired by the New Orleans Saints. Now, of course, we know once Dennis Allen was fired by the Saints on Monday, a lot of people chimed in, a lot of people had comments, about Dennis Allen being fired. Most people would tell you that it was long overdue. Dennis Allen just never seemed to be able to connect with his players this season. Didn't seem to really connect with the fan base of New Orleans. It was just a bad vibe, man. And the New Orleans Saints did the right thing in letting go head coach Dennis Allen. Now, we all read the comments. We read the comments from Gail Benson herself, the owner of the New Orleans Saints. We've read the comments of Dennis Allen thanking the Saints organization and the fans for the opportunity. But there was one comment that was left by general manager and executive vice president of the New Orleans Saints, Mickey Loomis. And reading that, it just seems like he's extremely salty. I mean, he is so salty, you can actually fry chicken with that statement. It didn't seem like he was excited or happy about the decision of the Saints moving on from Dennis Allen. And I don't think that he's looking at it from a business standpoint. The point of a team trying to go in a positive direction, and you have a head coach that's not getting them there. I mean, you have a guy that has had 2 stops, has had over 50 games as a coach, and is below 500, and statistically one of the worst coaches in NFL history. But yet, Mickey Loomis is willing to lay on the sword for Dennis Allen, and I do not understand why. I don't understand why Mickey Loomis is willing to jeopardize his credibility for Dennis Allen. And the crazy thing about all this? If Mickey Loomis would have just cut his losses around year 2, right? When he saw that, the team, they went 9-8, but look who they were going 9-8 with and against. Come on, man. And if he would have saw that, maybe, just maybe, Saints fans would have looked at him differently. And nobody would have criticized him because you have a large enough sample size in the hiring process when it comes to head coaches. That's pretty good. I mean, you hired a coach that was with the team for 16 years, 15 as a head coach. So if Mickey Loomis would have said to the fans, this isn't working out, there's a standard that was left behind by Sean Payton and Drew Brees, and we want to uphold that standard, and hire somebody else, nobody would have said anything. Like this whole, man, they don't want to look dysfunctional thing. You have enough positive equity in order for people to understand that you have a standard that you want to live by. But the fact that he has doubled down, tripled down, and in this case with the statement quadrupled down on Dennis Allen, I mean, it is absolutely insane. And I think that because of this, Gail Benson has got to look at Mickey Loomis as the general manager, and she has to think to herself, is this the right decision going forward? Because to me, the Saints need some new blood in an organization. They need some fresh faces in this organization. Too much buddy, too much handshaking and baby kissing for my liking. I don't think that you can run a productive organization like that, especially when you need to turn the page. You need to get people in there that are aggressive, people that are movers and shakers, people that are innovators. You need to get those people in here in order for you to be able to build a better organization. The Saints are in a cap situation right now that is one of the worst. Well, it is the worst in the league. And the only way you're going to get out this situation, you got to be able to be creative. It starts with the NFL draft. You got to be able to draft better. You got to bring people in that understand the process, that can look at the draft process with fresh eyes, not the traditional way that you've been doing it. That's number one. Number two, you need to get people in here that's not trying to be friends, not trying to hold hands and saying kumbaya all the time. It's cool. You want to have a positive work environment, but you also want people that are dedicated to the job, and that is their number one priority. Not, let's just chill over here by the water cooler and talk about what we gonna do for Secret Santa. Like, come on, man. That's cool and all, but that ain't the number one priority. The number one priority is winning. So if Gail Benson takes some time and really reflect and think, like, is the conclusion to her thoughts going to be we need to continue with Mickey Loomis? Because I can tell you right now, if you do, then you're going to find yourself in the same situation again. Because once again, I don't feel like he's happy that the Saints moved on from Dennis Allen. And you're watching a guy who has a history of losing football games, and you still are trying to protect this guy. I don't understand it. But I would love to hear from you. What do you think about this? Do you think that the New Orleans Saints need to move on from Mickey Loomis? Who do you feel like would be a really good general manager, or maybe someone that can be in the executive role to help out the Saints organization where they can have more football guys in the executive room? Comment down below, like and share this video. I really do appreciate your time. Shouts out to everybody that checks out the State of the Saints podcast on YouTube. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Till next time, all I got to say is, who dat?